The one thing about it is that it's not, the specialty of it is not Euphoria. All right, I am fully awake and like triggered by energy and alertness. It's called Euphoria. I'm in a good mood, but I don't think it's a highlight. I think it's something else. So you're looking for a bit of Euphoria. Well, there's literally a pre-workout called Euphoria, but is it actually euphoric? Because that name could be a little bit misleading. Let's get over the ingredients, and then of course we'll get into my experience. So this is a completely unbiased, unsponsored review, and let's get into this. There's some minerals in here, potassium, sodium, and there's a vitamin C, magnesium, super good. All these minerals and vitamin C, good to have. As an athlete, you need them. Citrulline, 6 grams. That's going to help with pumps. That's going to help with nitric oxide production. It's going to increase the blood flow to your muscles, allowing for more blood, more nutrients, allowing for more blood flow to your muscles, increasing and improving recovery. Then we have beta-alanine, 3.2 grams. You might feel some tingles with this, but it's a full clinical dose. It'll help with muscular endurance, reducing that lactic acid buildup that happens from high intensity, high volume workouts. Then we have carnitine tartrate. This is good for fat burning. Dose at 2 grams. This will help turn fat into energy. And it's usually in fat burners, but it's nice to have in a pre-workout because we want to maximize that fat loss in one way or another. Then we have glycerol, super good for pumps. It's basically like a balloon pumper, as it allows for more water to get into your muscles, allowing for a fuller, bigger look. Then we have choline. Choline dose at 500 milligrams is going to help with acetylcholine production, which is commonly referred to as the learning and the focus neurotransmitter. It'll basically help establish that mind to muscle connection, but overall it should provide some productive focus all day long, even after your workout. Then we have coconut water. This will help with hydration as it has electrolytes. Caffeine. This is a 370 milligram caffeine pre-workout, by the way. It's coming from 2 forms. The first one is caffeine hydrous. This is just a normal hitting caffeine source, 300 milligrams. Then we have 70 milligrams of dicaffeine malate, which is a slower digesting form of caffeine. And then of course we have DMBA. So this is kind of like DMHA, but it's more physical, more physically urgent. You'll feel more energy with this in terms of like physical urgency and energy. It's more physically stimulating rather than mentally stimulating, but it'll provide an all-in-all experience. But tolerance does build up quick with DMBA, and super quick, although it does die down as quick as it builds up. Then we have DMAE. Don't confuse this with a stimulant. It's not a stimulant. It's a choline derivative. It should help with choline production indirectly though. Then we have aragogenesis, 100 milligrams. This will help with mood and motivation, as it'll help increase that production of those feel-good neurotransmitters. Then we have huperzine, 10 milligrams. This will help prolong the production and increase the levels of acetylcholine production. So when your levels are increased from choline, which should help increase the acetylcholine production, the elevated levels will be prolonged because of huperzine, as it can inhibit the enzyme that actually reduces acetylcholine levels. So it's a good synergetic effect to have, a good combination to have, I should say. Then there's alpha-yohimbine. This is a fat-burning stimulant. It'll give you that kick when it comes to urgency, jitteriness, and anxiety, but there's only 1 milligram in here, so it shouldn't be that strong. We've seen doses of like 3 milligrams or more, but at 2 milligrams, sorry, you should not, it shouldn't be too overwhelming. This is a moderately low dose, not low, but it's moderate, just right. All in all, there's 13 grams of ingredients, including the other ingredients, which include the artificial sweeteners, which I do not see on the bottle, but I do know this is artificially sweetened. So how is the experience? Let's get into it. All right, so I just finished working out on Euphoria by 6 Star Labs, and this is actually where the gym was at the towers. Like, why am I here? Because the gym was here. I entered the building. I was like, where is this gym? Because there's a mall. There is a mall inside, but I didn't know that there's a gym. And it's literally in the towers downstairs, the basement. So it's not at the gym. It's more like, it's not at the mall. It's downstairs. So I went there, and at first I entered the mall and I realized it was actually in the towers just before the mall entrance. So how is Euphoria? It's quite good. It's quite energetic, and urgency is quite good. The one thing about it is that the specialty of it is not Euphoria. It's weird, but it's more like, I'll tell you what it is, but the specialty is not Euphoria. Like, when I heard about it, I thought it would be euphoric because of the name, but I saw the ingredients and I thought maybe there's a chance it could be euphoric, but not so much. So this is more like it's quite a strong pre-workout. So what it specializes in is more of that urgency and energy and focus, rather than actually like good mood and good vibes. It does have mood elevation, but the urgency and energy off this was amazing. It wasn't the typical like crack barbarian feeling where there was so much urgency that it was almost like a panicky type of feeling. And even though I was taking like a week in between, a week off in between the uses, my tolerance, it didn't build up, because when I did that with crack barbarian, when I was using it on a regular basis, the tolerance did build up quickly. This is famous for the DMBA stimulant, because the tolerance builds up quick. I've taken it in bulk as well, so it's the same thing. It's not just like a pre-workout specialty thing, but all the pre-workouts with DMBA has that tolerance issue. So I don't know why it happens, but it's a very physical urgency, energy type of feeling, and Euphoria has that, but it's not panicky. I think in Barbarian from Dark Labs, Crack Barbarian had more stimulants. It definitely did from what I remember, but Euphoria was perfect. Smooth urgency. It wasn't aggressive urgency, but it was super good. I really liked it because of that, and I would combine it with a pump supplement. So stacking it, because it didn't have that much pump ingredients in it, and I never really had good pumps from it when I didn't take it with other pump supplements. So stacking it made it a lot better for pumps, and I had an amazing workout at the gym here. But how is the gym? Well, I can actually make a video about that. It's not my favorite. It's not as good as the local gym, surprisingly, even though it's in a very popular spot. You would think it would be really good, but it's not. And I am going to put some footage from that workout. But it's definitely, Euphoria was definitely highly energizing, highly urgent, but smooth. But it wasn't panicky or anything like that. It was a really nice, smooth experience, and I liked it for that, because I don't want that heart rush of energy and panicky type of feeling. Although Crack Barbarian from Dark Labs, I'm just comparing it because it's also a pre-workout with DMBA, had that crazy wakefulness of panicky urgency, and Euphoria didn't have that. So if you want smooth energy, I think you would go with Euphoria. And then if you want something to really crack you up, Crack Barbarian. But I'm just comparing it because they're both similar pre-workouts. And if you want Euphoria, I would go with Zeus. That's one pre-workout that always gets me in a good mood, no matter how many times I use it. It's amazing. Music sounds good on it and everything, but Euphoria, I actually enjoyed it. I would recommend it. If you want to check it out, check out the link in the description. And this is the first review I've done of the towers. Let me know how I've done here. But I'm super focused right now. I'm going to go home and maybe edit this video or do some other work. So energy is there. There's no crash, no downsides I've noticed. I really liked it. Only downside though is the pump maybe. But that's the only thing. It's super good though. I really liked it. I hope you guys enjoyed the view of the towers here. It might rain any second. Looks like it might. But thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it.